Yes, indeed. What's going on? What's happening, man? It is I'm going to call this one a Memory Monday, right? Because some of us, and I got to jump right in on this shit. Because some of us be forgetting who we really are, especially women. Let me talk to my women. And I'm talking about women who have a great deal of respect for ourselves, right? And I'm talking about it's so huge to you not going to be, you're not going to accept any other term except woman, female, things that are reverence and have a great deal of respect for the womb that you carry. Now, I want to talk about this because I had seen a conversation asking women who like women, do we accept terms other than what it is? And I spoke to y'all about this before. I told y'all if I could be the term police on here and find everybody for saying shit out of text and context when it refers to women, when it refers to sexualities and things like that, any disrespectful shit, I would find all of you every time I see it. So in this conversation, there was a lot of, now, and I'm going to say this, because there was a lot of people, there was a lot of conversations saying shit like, and these are women who like women. They was accepting these terms, right? But I do notice that a lot of those women who accepted them terms, and I'm not saying that those that ain't my age bracket, but a lot of y'all are older. Now, in a way, I can understand why you would accept them terms because at the time when y'all was coming up, women were not valued as high, right? As a matter of fact, we were disrespected even more back then because back then men took over and patriarchy was still alive, well, running the damn show. Well, this is a new fucking day. And those of us, right? Those of us who came up in the era where women do matter and everything about the womb matters, everything. And I would never listen to somebody that tells me shit like, oh, well, the vagina ain't everything. Actually, it is. Actually, it is everything. And you know why it's everything? Because everybody comes out of it. So, when you hear shit like that, when you hear terms and shit like that, people who say shit like that, it's because they come from an era where women were not valued as high. Right? And there has to be a focus. There has to be a change. You have to have some kind of standard or diplomacy when it comes to how women are viewed and how they are treated. And I think when you set the standard and the expectation, right, of how women should be treated, right? And when you don't accept certain terms, like I'm never going to accept being called a cunt. Never. I'm never going to accept being called a dyke. Never. These are things like bull dagger, none of that shit. And hey, to you that do accept it, cool. Cool, bro. Hey, man. That's your acceptance. Me, I'm never going to accept that because I understand the value in a woman. I understand that shit. Right? Now, are there some women who do not value themselves? Absolutely. There is. Right? There's a lot of women who don't value themselves. Right? A lot of them do not. And I understand that. Right? And if she don't want to value herself, then hey, she should be treated accordingly. But at the same time, those of us who do value ourselves are not going for that bullshit. We ain't going for that. So, again, I saw a lot of people in the comment section saying shit like, well, back then, and it's back then, And again, you're still living in patriarchy and misogynistic beliefs and traditions. I'm never going to allow a man that I can have out of my womb call me a fish. I'm not. Because again, that connotation refers to the feminine aspect of a woman. You do not get fish from a man. You do not. So I don't give a fuck what they say. Don't let these niggas play in your face. Don't let niggas play in your face. I don't care what aspect of a nigga that it is, because at the end of the day, it be white folk too. I ain't saying just niggas. I'm saying white folk too. And there are certain negative connotations that come along with the word fish. It is. And anybody that tell you that is because they still steeped in patriarchy and misogyny. If you can't see that fish is a disrespectful term when it comes to referring to the feminine aspect of a woman, a womb man, which populates this planet Earth, it's disrespectful. It sincerely is. And to women who value themselves, right? To women who see themselves in a valuable aspect. And I'm not saying that it's always been like that, because like I said, we were steeped in patriarchy. You understand? So there was a time when a lot of us did not value ourselves the way we should have. And we were doing things that we shouldn't have been doing. Right? But since we have learned from this, right? We have learned not to devalue the feminine principle, the matriarchal principle. We have learned not to do this. Right? This is a new day and time. So you can't feel some type of way when you hear women like myself chime in and say, hey, we ain't going for that. I don't give a fuck what you meant. We ain't going for that. We not. It's a new day and time. You're not going to refer to me nothing other than female, woman, girl, whatever it is. Right? Now, you can put me in the middle because, I do carry a lot of masculine energy. But at the end of the day, when you get right down to the bottom line of it, I am a woman. And a lot of women, we need to remember this. Like, some of you who do not have the highest form of value for yourself, I suggest that you stop allowing people to, because, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, it does come down to men not liking women. And this is gay, this is trans women, all that shit. Whatever it is, any male aspect, it comes down to that. If they cannot value you and respect you for things that you do not want to be referred to as any terms other than who you are as the whole being that populates this planet, which you populate this planet. They do not. Right? Because there are some of us that are and before men came into play, women were able to have kids on their own. We just started producing them so they could be slaves to doing shit that we didn't want to do. And that's how we got fucked up. That's why we fucked up now, because we got lazy and didn't want to do the fucking work. Then you had them and they done ran rampant. That's where you get war, destruction, chaos, and all that shit from. You get that from them. Because they are the lesser half of us. And you say what you want to. I'm telling you metaphysical shit. I'm telling you what I learned, what I don't. Males that's why fee comes before male. F-E. That's why war, that's the W-O, comes before man. Woman. Because she's first. It always has been. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. These are the lesser half of us that do not like and appreciate us. They don't respect our boundaries. They don't respect you like you should be, because they are the lesser half of you. And I'm not saying that women that got sons, listen, it's good for you to value your son. Your son came from your womb. I'm never saying devalue your son or your husband because they came from your womb. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying value you. That's what I'm saying. This is not man hating. This ain't man, you don't like men. No. How can I dislike something that I can have? It's impossible for me to dislike a whole human that I can produce, that I can bring to the planet. I can bring life here. Why would I hate that? You understand what I'm saying? And there's a psychology already there, especially when you're talking about gay men. Gay men do not like women. In a figuratively way, in a sexually way, they do not like you already because they're not attracted to you. So if they're comfortable with referring to you as shit, as fish and dyke and all these negative connotations, cunt and all this shit, already they don't like you anyway. Because they're not attracted to you. They want men. They like men. They value men over you. They value the dick over you. Excuse my. You dig what I'm saying? But they value the pee over you, the penis. You dig what I'm saying? It's already on top of you because they don't like you. Same way with women. Women who don't like men, they have a disdain for men. It's the truth. They don't like you because they feel like, and hey man, some of us have seen your behavior and we don't like your behaviors, right? So when we see you out here doing shit to harm people, harm children, harm women, you know, causing war, violence, chaos, and destruction, being messy and shit like that, being disrespectful, there's some of us that don't like y'all either. You feel me? So it's the feeling is mutual, but we have to talk about the dislike for each other. We have to talk about that. And we have to talk about what happened, where it started at, why is it like that. And also the fact that if you don't stop it, if you don't allow people to refer to you as disrespectful things, it's going to continue. And that's still steeped in misogyny and patriarchy. Either way you look at it, if you're disrespected any type of way, any type of woman, even go for me or women too. If you disrespecting a man, whatever, hey man. And 9 times out of 10, because we are the nurturers, we don't disrespect men until they do something stupid. Or they do something that's disrespectful to us. Or we feel some type of way. Because we are the more emotional being. We are more connected to our emotions than they are. They are disconnected. That's why I keep telling you they are the lesser half of you. And you should not allow disrespect from them because they are the lesser half of you. I don't give a fuck what they saying out their mouth. You should never let a male that you had out your body, that you can have out of your body, refer to you as cunt, fish, whatever it is. You should never allow that. Never. And as for me in my household, as they said in church, as for me in my household, you will respect the divine feminine and the woman aspect. And she shall not be called, shall not, just like the Bible, shall not. She shall not be called or referred to anything other than what she is. You dig?